just mark it and then we can
Okay.
talk about it
Okay.
whenever it happens.
There's some lights down here.
And we'll just talk about it.
Okay.
Right, you're fine. Thanks to me. It's hard to nail down imagery because it's just so, it permeates the home. So I'm glad that you picked a really descriptive parts. Very good. Thank you, Sam. Okay, I guess we'll start with Gwen.
Okay, well, what I was thinking about when I saw that is just thinking about rain, and then thinking about rain being silver. That it catches the light, it's something precious. It also kind of made me think of some of the Greek, Zeus coming as a shower of gold, things like that. Lifting their heads, we talk about flower heads, but this is almost the sense of the flowers literally are lifting up their heads and opening their mouths, maybe they're drinking in the rain. So
Very
that's
good.
more of it. And the butterflies, silken wings, if you've felt butterfly wings, they do feel kind of like silk. So I thought about, and the imagery of the boys and girls just is, it's something that is almost not like, it is imagery, but it's something that's very ordinary in some ways.
Right.
But we immediately can picture these kids going down the road singing because spring is coming.
It's probably something we would just read over and not really think of it as imagery, but you're right, it gives a clear picture. Very good. Okay, figurative language.
All right, well, the of life is repetition.
Very good, yes.
And flowers lift their heads, I figured to be like a metaphor.
Mhm.
And the same with the Captain Rainbow cry. I really wasn't sure where to put that, but I'm sure it fits under the figurative language.
Right. It's very descriptive, but very vague. I think that so much in poetry, a lot of times we want a right answer. But we're just really lucky to be seeing, even right here, that what I think when I hear rainbow cry is probably something completely different than what you guys think. So, yeah, definitely. Very good. All right, so now that we've kind of torn apart this poem, Kelsey, since you are our tone and theme expert, can you give us an idea about what the tone and theme of this poem would be?
For me, the theme of the poem was life, and like specifically new life and new beginnings. And then the tone would be like joy and wonder
Very
and
good.
just basically happiness.
Yeah, definitely. So now, thank you. That leads us right into our second poem. Is that I'm ready to give it to you? Yep. Our second poem is There Will Come Soft Rains. This is by Sarah Teasdale. And can I get a volunteer to read, other than Sam?
I'll read it. Okay. There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it's done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone.
Very good. Great reading. So can we already start to see some of the symbolism, the imagery? Now that we have that tool, it's really nice because we can read a poem and automatically start breaking it down and thinking critically about it. So what's one of the tone and theme of this poem? Unlike Langston Hughes, how would we say this poem is different?
There's a sense of finality, of death, of destruction maybe even, finally bringing about the end of humankind.
Right. But it has all of these spring, what's another one?
Soft rain,
Soft rains, smell of the ground.
swallows circling,
Sound.
pool, frogs.
Yeah. All of these images that probably would be right at home in Langston Hughes' poem. But there's something else on top of this. So I want you to look at the last one on tone, kind of that definition. So tone is the attitude an author takes on the subject he or she is writing. That should be about. Theme is a combination of plot and tone. So for tone, it's an attitude. I think you're right. I think there's a turn that death kind of creeps in, that us as humans maybe don't really add to the beauty. What do you think? Do you think that's accurate? Do you think it could be? Yeah?
Well, maybe also that we can easily ignore what's going on, or that the world doesn't need us. Because spring is going to go on, and these things are going to happen even if we're not here.
Right. There's definitely a darkness to this poem that wasn't in Langston Hughes' poem. All right. So now that we've talked a little bit about these two poems, let's talk about the SIFT method again. What does it stand for?
Symbolism, imagery, figurative language, tone, and theme.
Very good. All right. Thank you very much. The end. That was